beautiful Lake Erie. It's very, very frozen right now. We're halfway through February and the lake is, it was, last time I checked, around 90% frozen, but I don't know what it is now. It might have went down a little bit. I'm not so sure, but anyway, I'm at an old beach that goes back to the 20s. This place is attached to a park that's been pounded for many years, and it's one of the most pounded parks in my area. And there's like almost nothing. It's not even worth hunting the grass. I come out to the beach and I don't hunt the beach either, because the beach is usually pounded to heck, and the only reason I'm hunting it is because most of the winter has passed and now we're left with a little bit of erosion here. You could see over here a creek, a stream comes down like right there straight to the water. Well, after this winter it curved in and cut into the old beach, and the beach is stripped about, you know, I don't know, 4 feet down. As you can see the sand there, it's about 4 feet down. And so I'm gonna hunt it today and see what I can find. Oh, by the way, I'm using my Ace 350, which is right there, because my E-Trax coil went bad and I had to send it into Mine Lab, and they're gonna replace the coil for me because it went bad. The coil wire shorted, and I'm gonna get it replaced. It was the wire and in the coil wire, and I've had this happen to me before. This is going to be my third coil. Hold on, actually wait, 1, 2, 3. This is actually going to be my 4th coil, I believe, that I've gone through on my E-Track, and I am not very happy with that, but I'm glad Mine Lab's replacing it for free. But still, I mean, my machine's got to keep going to the shop because of coil issues. I mean, they got to start making these coils better or something. But anyway, I thought I'd share with you guys where I'm at, and I'm going to see if I can find anything. I'll let you guys know. Hey guys, I'm right in that erosion line here, and I've been digging wheat pennies throughout the day. I haven't been filming them, but I dug a bunch of wheat pennies. They're sitting in here. They're very, very green. Let me see if I can grab one for you. I rarely ever dig old coins here. I think I dug one wheat penny in the dry sand here, but it's been pounded to heck throughout the years, and it's not even worth coming here unless there's a crack in the sand that goes like 4 feet deep or so. You can see there's a lot of iron in here. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a lot of orange stained rocks and everything, and there's a lot of iron in here. But let me see if I can grab some of these wheat pennies and show you what I've been digging. Here we go. Coins like this. Now these are usually wheats. They're real crusty. They're a crusty cookie. Real crusty, and it's a green wheat. I've been digging wheats all day, probably about up to 10 of them. They're real green and crusty. I rarely ever dig old coins here. Before today, I've only dug one wheat penny out in this beach, and it was in the dry sand. I think it was during a winter or something one time, but now that I have this erosion here, there's a good chance to find some old coins, because I'm down about 4 feet or so deep, right into the rocks, and there's some orange stained rocks from like iron, I think, and a lot of iron nails I've been finding here, and a lot of wheat pennies. So I just got another kind of similar wheat penny signal, and this is my first silver of the day. There's a dime right here. It's not a green wheatie, it's a nice looking dime, and it is a Barber, 1901. This is actually my first ever silver at a beach. I've been wondering for years how guys have been able to find silver coins on the beach. I never have, but when there's this much taken away in the sand, you get right down to that old layer here. And that's Lake Erie. I mean, it's not, I'm sure it's not like when people go to the Atlantic Ocean and you can find, you know, real old coins on the beach. But yeah, it's very difficult to find old coins out on these beaches. They've been pounded for years and they just don't show up much. So I'm very happy with that. Alright guys, on to the next. Okay folks, I'm out in the creek here, and I just was scanning along, and no dig required for this one. It's a nickel lying right on top of the rocks here. See it? So I'm gonna pick it up. It almost looks like a V-nickel or something. I can't tell what that is. It could be a V-nickel. It's very old looking. It's definitely not a Jefferson. But it was lying right on top of the rocks. Just goes to show you how cool this spot is. I'll have to get back with you on that one, but really cool. Right after the barber dime, I find this old nickel. Looks like a V-nickel. Cool, cool, cool. On to the next. Okay, folks, I'm down by this bank here where it's coming down a little bit. And I just swung my detector right under it, and it just pulled out a quarter, and it's not a clad quarter. It's right here on my shovel. It's a 1935 silver quarter. So that's the second silver pull today from this erosion line here. This is turning out to be quite a little sight here. I'm going to work it as hard as I could before it gets dark. Alright, on to the next. Well guys, I'm working alongside the creek here by this edge, and I just came down here and I looked on top of the ground. I didn't really get the signal because there was this metal coil here, coil of iron, and I looked next to it and this was sticking out. It's a toy airplane. Look at that. Seems to be intact too, except for the iron on the bottom, but that's fine. Cool. That's one heck of a find. Looks like a little lead toy from maybe the 40s or 30s. It's pretty neat. Alright. Sun's going down a little bit, but I'm going to keep going here. Well folks, I'm finished with my hunt. I figured I'd show you one more look at this creek here because sure as heck won't be here in the summer. They're gonna fill this sucker in so people can use the beach. Look at that. It was right through the side of a early 1900s park beach. And yeah, this is going to get filled in so everybody can use the beach in the summer. I don't know when they fill it in. I think probably April, May-ish. And it's really cool to see though. Sure probably won't see this for a while because it was one bad winter and it eroded right through the middle of the beach. And I'm kind of glad that it did because I was able to get a few cool things out of here. Alright guys, we'll see you later. Thanks for watching. Guys, I'm back at that creek through the beach here. And as you can see, there's a bunch of snow on the ground. Over there is like a couple of feet in drifts, it looks like. But there's still snow everywhere, and we're getting into midway through March, and the temperatures are still not budging, getting close to April, and I'm really getting frustrated. It's not thawing out. The sun seems to be doing the only melting. The temperatures are not given. I mean, we get bad winters out here. This is just so stingy. It's not changing with the times. But anyway, I just couldn't take not hunting anymore, so I had to come down this creek, even though I've pounded it several times already. I dug 2 nickels. Right here. 2 nickels. One is a 1978 Jefferson right there. And then the other is right here, and it appears to be a V-nickel. I'll have to show you some nice clean pics of it, but it's a pretty worn, slick V-nickel, from what I could tell. So, and then I got a signal over here with the E-track. I got the E-track back now. Boy, one thing I learned about this creek is there's so much iron in here. If you walk away from the signal for a second, it's real hard to get it back. And I just got the wheat penny. I just found it here. I had to pinpoint it. Stop recording and pinpoint it. There it is. I don't know if you can see that green in there. See it? And I'm going to pull it out. It's going to be a wheatie. They all come out of here like green crusty cookies. Very little silver in here though. A lot of wheats. So I'm going to get back to you guys when I find something else. Okay guys, I'm working this creek still, and I've been in here so many times. And the iron is so rough in here. There's so much iron. It's all over the place. You got to go really slow and hit it in every angle. And I just got a real little squeaker signal in here. In between some iron. It gave me a high 46 maybe. And I just flipped it out. And as you can see, it's a quarter. It's a silver quarter. And it is a stand-in Liberty, if you can see that. See the eagle? So I'm going to grab it right now from the water. You can see the iron nail up there too. See it? So let's grab this sucker out. And it's dateless, but that's pretty cool. I didn't think there was one of them lying in here. Nice. Alright, man. Let's keep going. I don't think there's much left in here, but with signals like that mixed in the iron, you never know. Folks, I just got a 1046 signal out in the creek here, and I just got it out. Well, I don't know what it is yet. It's a 1046 signal, which should normally be a quarter, but being out here where everything's old, it could be silver. So I write down the pinpoint here. It is a clad. A clad quarter. Wow, that's a tough one. That's a tough one to take because everything's old out here and I don't understand why that's doing here. But we'll keep going anyway. Still a coin recovered from the iron here, so that's always good. On to the next. Okay guys, I just got a 2021 conductive signal in there after removing a big piece of iron. This rock was stuck to it here. You can see the black on it. It's a coin. Right here is a coin. And that's one heck of a cookie. It's got blacker on it, but I think I know what it is. You can see a little bit of silver shining through right there. Can you see it? That's going to be a war nickel. That black should come off, but I might leave it like that because it kind of looks cool. Yeah, that's my second war nickel I got out of here. I got a war nickel several weeks ago out of here when I was pounding it, and yeah, they came out like this with that black around there, but by the kind of signal it was on the E-track, and by seeing that little silver come shining through there, I knew that it was a war nickel. So cool. On to the next. Okay folks, I just got, I'm here for one more day and I'm just checking it one more time, and I did all up and down the creek. There's nothing but iron in there, and I was trying along the side here and I missed one that fell out of the side of the bank here of sand. You can see how deep down I am. And I got a dime signal, and I just put the shovel in the sand here, and it's a mercury dime. That's cool to see. Right out of the sand here. Let's go rinse it off. This is the easiest silver to clean. The stuff I find in the... Look at how nice that comes out of the sand here. It's a 1944 Merc. Alright. probably the last silver coin I'm going to get in this runoff. Until maybe a few years from now, if it opens up again in a different area, who knows.